Hello, guys. Welcome to another topic on Monstrum. I got Pitt here, a person who knows a lot of the problems with the game. Do you have the game?
I have the game?
Do you have the game?
Monster Hunter 2, yes, of course.
Oh,
Hi
well,
everyone.
I'm a dumbass. I don't have the game, so he has the game and he knows the issues with the game. So I'm just gonna let him unload the amount of just go whenever you're.
Yeah, I have some 100 hours on Monster Hunter 2, and we supported Monster Hunter 2 for more than a year now. And we actually did the community manager work for them before James was introduced some month ago, I think. Yeah, it was February 2022, I think. So we did like the managing of Steam, the Steam posts. There were some huge I would say misinformation. So many players were there on Steam discussions just to throw shit on Monster 2 when it was actually a good game. So we were there just to cover their ass because the community manager, I don't want to say their name, but within Monster 2, within Junkfish knows who I'm talking about. They just did absolutely nothing on Steam. So the managing of that part of the community was absolutely nonsense, non-existent, and we did that job for them. So we also collected feedback for them. We invented the Monstrum 2 day. The list goes on. The list is I can't list everything here because the thing we did
There's
for
just
them is just too much, really.
there's just so much right now.
And just they seems nice persons when you just give good feedback, like oh, this is a really good update, but I will change just this and that, just some details or bug report, especially bug report.
Yeah, if I had the
If
game,
you're
I would
going
definitely
to
mess around with it. Honestly.
Yes, if you are going to report a bug, they instantly reply to you and tell you get a video of the bug, etc., etc. Because the community now for them is just a beta tester, but unpaid beta tester. This is actually kind of worse because it's not unpaid beta tester; it's beta tester that pay you. So it's actually um, kind of ridiculous, but they just want a bug fixing report
They
and
just,
they
they,
don't go on.
oh no, oh sorry. They just want the bugs so they can fix it because obviously if they have bugs in their game, it's gonna suck. Honestly.
Yeah, you need a beta tester. You have to pay beta tester and money. It's just money. So when you report really bad game design things, things that in a multiplayer game is really mistakes, just just the 1 plus 1 equals 3 is just a mistake that you can say, oh no, I like this the game. No, it's a multiplayer. You need to enchant the interactions, the interactions between players. You can't just delete the Malacosm power. You can't just uh, delete the one shot. It's just stupid. You can just add the terror radius or the monstrum rage without saying anything to the community, with ignoring completely the feedback and just go your way. It's completely ridiculous.
Yeah, the developers, if they want their game to flourish and succeed, they need to at least take in account the community's feedback. For example, if they add like a character that can just instantly teleport from point A to point B, no cooldown, and just one shot people, that's going to be problematic, and we're obviously going to go, okay, hello, not a chance. And if they just ignore it, it's just going to be bad. And,
Yeah.
well, I think that, like, my point of view on the tear radius, I don't think it was needed. Because they legit called it a tear radius in the Discord, which is just, like, really? at least
Yeah.
at least VHS was original and called it a tension track.
Mm. They try to mask but it's still a terrorist, to be
Well,
honest.
yeah, it's still tear radius, but at least they did something. I mean, look at their game. VHS is an asymmetrical horror game, 4v1 asymmetrical horror game, where there's 4 survivors against 1 monster, right? And that
Mhm.
fits. That sounds like DVD, but they shook it up a bit, and they added the fact that
Um,
you can kill the monster.
yeah, VHS, it's a really threat to Monstrum 2 because, I mean, you are going to do a DBD-like game, okay, in 2022. There is about to releasing a free-to-play DBD-like, and on the other side, we have Dead by Daylight, that is a massive thing with a lot of DLC.
It is also
How
a
do you
massive
want to
game.
live? How are you going to die if you don't listen to the community? You are just going to die because it's impossible to stay alive between this a colossus like Dead by Daylight and a free to play. And I don't want to say, I don't want to pass the message that Junkfish are bad people or things like that. I don't want to say that because I get it. They try to understand the feedback, but they can't. It's not because they are stupid and they can't understand they're stupid and whatever. No, I'm not that toxic to say that. Um, but they just can't understand because they know how to do a single player, okay, and they are applying the single player features to a multiplayer, and they don't know how to do that, and so they just try to copycat DVD and VHS, adding things from those games, ignoring the community. It's stupid.
Yeah, like two
I don't want to
people.
say that.
Continue.
Yeah, go on.
No, continue. Sorry.
I was saying I don't want to say they are stupid, but their decisions are really stupid because Gary told me I'm not a decision maker. I'm just a programmer. Okay, it's fine. It's not fine, but let's say it's fine. Then another guy said I'm on sound engine and I'm a decision maker. Why the sound engineer is a decision maker and a programmer and a beta tester like Steph are not? What the fuck is going on? I mean, in a team, how can you give the decision making to a sound engineer and not to a beta tester or a programmer or anything else? And who are these decision makers? Why they are hiding? Why then don't just come up on Discord and say, hey, we are decision makers. So talk with them, talk with us, give us the feedback, give us the ideas, and then we'll fix every problem you have with the game because we are a small community. We can listen to everyone.
Yeah, like
It's so
it's
simple.
it's best to have the community like listen to the community feedback a lot. Even the small little community feedback, like the one person that goes up, I don't like this. Like, okay, we hear you. Like, listen to everybody, because trust, like look at DVD, and I'm comparing it a lot of DVD, obviously, because well, DVD had a
Yeah.
massive meta problem, and it just made the game stale, and people began leaving the game because the developers didn't address them saying dead hard, decisive, borrowed time, corrupt intervention, and all these other perks that like are just bad. Like we're like stupidly overpowered or stupidly meta. And then they once and now with the patch that is gonna fix all this, or at least attempt to, more people are coming to the game and going, they're fixing DVD. Like they're like making it a bit better, like at least bearable, no longer stale. And like, basically, you must listen to your community if you're making a game, especially an online game, where if your community comes in and says this needs to change, you listen to them, because if you follow through with, say, adding a tear radius and everybody's against it, a lot of people are just gonna go, nah, man, they don't listen to us, we're just gonna leave. And that's what causes, like, games to die out. Like, look at Monsters Immortals. The game is basically dead because the developers haven't, like, came in and be like, okay, guys, we hear you, we're gonna fix the bugs or anything that's a problem. If they came in and started saying, okay, we hear you, we're gonna work on it, people will start going, okay, we're gonna stay then. If they don't show up and say, we're gonna fix this, we're just gonna leave. They're just gonna leave. They're just like, they don't listen to us, what's the point?
Yeah, if you read on the last patch notes on the brute changes part, we told them for month and month the brute need a one shot back. Everyone told them the brute need one shot back, except maybe for some new players that played like a game and then they are vanished. They didn't play anymore anytime. And so what I was saying, holy shit, I have a headache. Sorry.
Overall.
So I was saying, in the last, sorry,
No.
in the last update patch, you can read on brute changes. You can read these words. We are happy how brute is played, so we made these changes, and they changes nothing basically. So they just told us we like how the brute is now, so we'll keep the brute like that. Okay, so you are developing the game for you. Junkfish is developing a game for Junkfish. Okay, it's fine. You play your game. Don't sell the game. If you are going to open a restaurant and all the clients tells you the dishes are too salty, okay? You can't just say I like my pasta salty. You can't just say that.
No,
You are
because
going to pay.
that's their fucking food. Like, if you're selling a game and someone like, I don't like this feature. Oh, but we like the game how we like it how it is right now. There's a problem. Because
It's a huge
if you
problem.
like it how if you're creating a game and you say you like it the way you like it, like if like this function I like to keep, I don't want it to stay like this. Okay, I'm losing my train of thought. Shit. If you're saying that you're gonna keep it because you like it and not they like it, there's a problem. Because you're selling the game. And the games are like for the consumers. And well,
Yeah.
yeah, just what?
Who's the client here? Gary is the client, Steph are the client, James the community manager. Okay, I mean, if you like the game, play it. And then you go on Discord and what you see? You see literally moderators and the people that should be really involved in Monstrum 2 playing Dead by Daylight. What the fuck? Why? We literally made Monstrum 2 day, a day where the whole community is playing your game, and even your moderators are playing Dead by Daylight. That is really something wrong. I mean,
Yeah, they legit went into
I don't
Discord
know.
and called the heartbeat the tear radius, which originated from
Yeah,
DBD. And you know,
sometimes.
I could see why if you want to, like, because like people kept saying that the monsters kept coming out of nowhere. That's how the game was like in the first game. Fans of the original game will load up Monstrum and go, "Why the fuck do I hear a heartbeat?" They'll be confused, and then once they realize, oh, it's because one of the monsters nearby. That makes no fucking sense. Like, legit, they came in expecting it to be similar to Monstrum 2. Or similar to Monstrum. And then the devs have taken their original idea, which was amazing, on a ship. You can't do You have to run, hide from the monster. Maybe slow it down with a freaking fire extinguisher. But you would have no idea where it is. Like for me, I just the other day I was playing Monstrum, and I got the shit scared out of me by the fiend. That's what you want for a
Mm.
horror game. You want the shit scared
Yeah.
out of you. But
For a
when you
single
add a
player, it's
heartbeat, say this, same thing. But now the fiend has a heartbeat. I start walking, I'm walking in the air. I start hearing a heartbeat. I'm like, okay, I should be aware. Fiend shows up out around the corner. I don't get scared because I was expecting it. You want
yeah,
your game
you
to be
know,
scary? Remove the heartbeat. People are gonna be like, Monster 2 ain't scary anymore because you added a heartbeat that tells you when you're in danger. Not only that, but kill like Brute doesn't suffer from the heartbeat all that often because he's loud as hell. You hear his footsteps as he's approaching. You ain't gonna
yep.
get jump scared by him, unless for whatever reason you muted your game and then he pops up around the corner. But that's not because just but characters like the Malakazam and Bagra, I don't know how to say his actual name,
Bugger. Yeah.
Bagra, okay. They crawl on the ceiling. Well, the Bagra crawls on the ceiling, and the Malakazam just makes no noise, except for the noises of the fiend, which is funny enough. But if you
Yeah, you
but
hear
without the heartbeat,
the
they could actually get a chance to attack without nobody knowing.
yeah,
But with the heartbeat
absolutely.
now, you don't get a chance. It's been rigged against
No,
the
absolutely not.
monsters. You try to get a jump scare, you try to jump down on them, the survivors or the prisoners immediately go, boom, boom. Oh, there's a heartbeat. Go, guys! They start looking up at the ceiling, which they should be doing regardless, not just when they hear the heartbeat or when they don't. They should be doing that regardless, which can mess with them. That should be how it is. But no, because there's a damn heartbeat in the ear, they know every single time they're in danger, which is not how Monstrum was originally in the original game. You had to guess. You had to be observant. You had to listen in. But now in this clone, which but now with this, they just have to listen carefully for one single boom boom, and then they're like, okay, we're in danger. Move around, look around, keep an eye out. But they should be doing that the entire time, like in the original game. Observant of the sounds they hear, the miniature sounds, because you won't be hearing the fiend sounds anymore, or the Bagra sounds. You won't be hearing their sounds anymore. You'll be focusing on the heartbeat that you hear when you're in danger. Because they added a heartbeat.
Because you need that. You need to listen to the heartbeat, and the Bagra that is a monster, but I mean, even devs calls the monster killers and the prisoner survivors. I mean,
Uh,
the,
it's just,
let's just not talk about that, please.
it's just, in my opinion, it feels like they're trying to get the same result from their game as Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, even the 3 months updates and the originality take off from just cut out the originality. Like in the last patch, you had the puzzles where you go on some tables and you find some papers. And you click the papers moves around, and maybe under the papers there is a code, like a password. Okay, if there is no password, you have to find other papers and you have to move those around. This is originality in Monstrum 2,
Yep.
and they removed it. They
Wait, they
removed this
removed
system.
that?
They just removed it. What the hell? Why?
Why would they remove that?
What are you thinking?
That had originality in there. That had actual originality. Like, oh, but now, what? They're gonna add generators fix now? Jeez.
I hope not, but every update is the levers that you have to pull is always some time more.
There is
Like
some
the last update, we are
There are some
um,
originality in this game. There is some, but not a lot anymore, considering they're removing shit now.
yeah. Also the parkour strategy, where you with a prisoner you can do a verticality loop, so you don't use just a plane like Dead by Daylight, but you use multiple levels. Yes, levels. Um, this is removed slowly because You could fall 15 meters before die. And in the last update, this is 12 meters. And if they are going to decrease, decrease, and decrease, you could not, you cannot more fall anymore. You cannot take damage from falling. So you are deleting the originality of verticality.
Wait, they're removing
And
the
this
fall
is
damage?
also, yeah, the fall damage.
Oh boy.
The more is the fall damage, the more the level design you did, it's unusable. And also the one shot. If you have one shot, you manage your life only on parkour and on loops and tricks that are really, really hard to do. Let me tell you. And with the two shots and with the monster rage and these things, what happens? You are in game, you are being hit by a monster, they are slowed down, you can move faster, you just go to the safe spots. Like if you are doing the power plant, you go in the first palace. If you have to do the first palace, you go in the power plant and you are safe because the monster don't want to be there. So what you do there, it's basically a single player because you have to find a medikit. You have to go around for 5 minutes straight. Instead of doing generators, you have to go around, find a medikit, and meanwhile your team is doing the tasks, chase, and whatever. It's so boring. It's so annoying. I prefer to die with one shot.
It feels like they're trying to change their game away from the originality that made it actually good and move it towards a more Dead by Daylight esque feel, which is not good. I'm sorry, devs, but if you're listening, which I highly doubt you are, unless you actually show signs of actually listening, this is not good for your game. You're moving in a Dead by Daylight feeling, adding a terror radius, adding no fall damage, removing a puzzle that allowed you to actually find codes, and now you just use a damn... I don't know what it is anymore. And
And
you
they'll do
just...
that update after update.
Yeah, it's just slowly killing your game. You're slowly making your game worse. You don't... You know. And what next? Are they going to remove the life system and make it one life? Which would make sense for the Monster-esque feel. But... I don't know.
This is not a game for me. This is just marketing.
It just feels
Because
like marketing,
you are
honestly.
just, yeah, you just try to copy the Dead by Daylight. You are down for 3 months update, and whatever the game health, whatever the community say, you have to throw update after update, and people will eventually buy the game and the skins, and you just treat the community as developers on the BD do, so they just ignore them.
If they want their
Just
game
the
to survive,
marketing. It's just money. Just money.
if they want their game to survive, they have to listen to the community because, well, you're making a game for other people to play and buy, but they won't play or buy it if they hate the game. They play it for one day and they refund it. They don't like it anymore.
Yeah.
Because they'll pop in, right? If you keep it the way you have it, they'll pop in the game, they'll play and go, "This is a Dead by Daylight clone. I don't like this," and refund the game. And then you'll get
Yeah.
bad
Why you should
reviews
not do that?
on the thing. People will be like going in and going, "This game sucks. It's just another DBD clone." That will get reviewed, and it will just end up nobody liking the game, and you putting all that time and effort to make a game based off of your original game. From the start, people looked at this game and you're in Monster 1 and were like, "We like this game better. We just go play Monster 1. It's just like this game but
Yeah.
better. The AI
I'm
is
so
good."
convinced.
You expect, cuz if you're a monster, right? Say this, you're a monster. You realize that no matter what you do, no matter what angle you come at, they know where you are, and they fuck off. They run off. Because they heard your terror radius. And eventually you get beat down and beat down from getting your ass kicked. Eventually, you give up. And now the survivors, all they have to do is slowly do their task, and teabag at the exit. Or just run away. I don't know. And
Yeah,
that's
it's really. Yeah,
it's
sorry, go on.
huh?
Yeah, sorry, go on.
Yeah, no, just it's game over at that point, and it doesn't feel like you're actually being chased anymore. You doesn't like as a survivor, it doesn't seem like you're being chased by the monster anymore because you just outrun them so long that they gave up. When it's an AI monster, it's not that way. Because it's an AI. It doesn't give a shit if you teabagged over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Or you outran them every single time. They don't give two shits. They're an AI. Unless you added Terminator style to it, they're not going to care. They're just going to continue going and continue going. And continue going, and that's it. Sure, sure, it's fun to be able to control the monster. And be able to, like, play around as the big bad, right? It's always fun. Yes, it is fun. But I sincerely say that if they just made their original game, but multiplayer, I'm pretty sure it'd be seen a lot better. Because then you guys can strategize, team up against an AI. Because, trust me, it would be a lot better in my opinion. And I know this is just my opinion, but pretty sure I'm not the only one who thinks if Monster 2 was just Monster 1 but multiplayer. I'm pretty sure people would do that. Why do you think the Monster Extended Settings mod is doing so well? Because it allows customization. There's no customization in the original game. And that's why the original game sometimes gets a bit boring. But then when compared to Monster 2, it's a bit better. I'm probably just talking beyond.
The same thing you said about the Monster 2 being basically a co-op game, co-op for prisoners, of course. I told the developers this. I told them, if you can do a multiplayer, why don't you do a co-op game? So you just make prisoners, and you make an AI for the monster, and everyone have fun, because no one have to play monster, because it's really heavy to play monster. You feel so bad, so poor, so you can't do anything.
You feel
Especially
weak.
In the first part.
You feel weak because they can not only vault everything, dash under things. And sure, there was a bit of originality in the freaking locker thing. Like, oh, if the monster fights you in a locker, you can dodge their punch, which will kill you. Unlike in the other two games, DVD and VHS, where you just die, or you get downed, or whatever.
Or you die, yeah. And I have to do a quick note on that, because they told us like a year ago the locker system that it's basically random. You know how it works. The monster finds you, and you have to press left or right, and if you guess right, you just are out. So it's 50-50.
Yeah,
And,
whether or not the monster actually punches you in the face.
Yeah, they said we don't like this system because it's random, basically. It's actually random. So we are going to change the minigame. They are not going to change that minigame anymore. And we were like, okay, whatever. And also they told us more than a year ago, we'll do custom lobbies.
Let me guess.
Yeah.
It never happened.
All the things, from all the things are going. No, I don't think. I don't think they'll do custom lobbies. They just shut up every time. If they are talking about something in the Discord, and you say something about custom lobby, they ignore you, or they just shut up and fly away.
Wow, that just... Oh, boy. Right now, Monstrum 2 is in a really bad place. And I know this is just going to sound like a copy of the other video I did. Well, screw you, it's my video. I can copy off of it any time. It feels like Monster 2 is going into a bad spot. Like if you go to Steam and look for the games that are just the worst, what is the main reason behind it? What's the main culprit? It's because the developers didn't listen to us. I know it's your game. You get to code it the way you want to code it. But if you want it to like be good, you gotta listen to the feedback. Now you don't have to do everything, but you can have a one-on-one conversation with the person who said, "Okay, monster, say brute too powerful. He too fast. He do everything. He do this so fast, right?" Well, talk to them and try to like go, "Okay, what would you prefer that be that, right?" And then you change it to that. And then now you listen for more feedback. If someone says like this can be changed to this, change it to that and see what the community thinks of it. Like for example, like
Yeah,
a person on the Discord got removed because he got very angry. And that anger came out of because the developers weren't listening to him about the Malakazam. Because as you probably know if you actually follow the Discord, is the Malakazam got grinded into the ground. He got
yeah.
fretitized, as we all know, and it removed his ability to camp. Now we all
They
know
removed everything. They removed the Marcos.
they removed
Just
they basically dragged Malakazam outside and was like, "Sorry, buddy, you have rabies." Bang, and just shot the Malakazam.
exactly.
Just yeah, fucking dragged him out, just shot him. Yeah, it's basically what they did.
Sorry, we don't know how to balance you. We have to shut
We
you.
don't know how to balance you. Bang. That's what they did. Now you think they could have done it a
Yeah.
bit better, like sure I understand the you want to balance your game, but when you have a survivor that can legit not only outrun but also vault around the killer, you can't balance that. DVD already has that problem. They're already having a problem doing that as well.
If I can say something about Malagos,
Yeah, you go right ahead. Go
I
right
don't
ahead.
want to laugh. I try to not to be toxic, but w- they just came out with an idea that was out of the blue, out of nowhere, and we gave them so many ideas on how to change Malagos without killing him,
Without killing him, yeah.
and they just ignored it. But I don't want to say, hey, developers, you have to do exactly what I told you to do. I don't want to tell that, but you, as Junkfish, have no experience in multiplayer the game design, and I can tell that because we all can tell that, and you are ignoring the feedback of players that played every kind of asymmetrical horror game and
Other
that
horror
have
games, right?
thousands and thousands of yeah, thousands of hours on Dead by Daylight, etc., etc. Okay, you're ignoring that. And the last thing is that their testing is so bad. Let's say that because I don't want to be toxic. In my last match I've done on Monster 2, I was playing Malakos, okay? So I was playing Malakos, the new Malakos, he can do anything, and there is weird blur that they added. So when you move, everything blurs out. You can't understand anything. It's really painful for your eyes, and I was playing so badly because I'm not even a Malagos main, okay? And I was playing versus Steph, that is a tester there, okay? So she tested the game with Gary and others, okay? Steph told me, you are, she told me, let me, you are making me sweaty, something like that. On the lines like, Peter, you are playing really good. I have to give the best of me to escape. What the hell? I'm not a Malagot main, and I'm completely confused, and I'm playing so shit that you can't even imagine. And you tell me that you are waiting to win this game. This means that you are completely noob on your game, and you cannot test the game because you just can't play this game. Go play Phantasmophobia or something else. code the game, okay, but don't test it because you just can't. And I don't want to say, oh, you're stupid or you're that, or but if you can play, just don't test the game, please. Let's experienced players test the game. Let them give you ideas. Let them give the feedback and listen to them,
Yeah,
because
because
it's the only chance you have.
yeah, because if say this like player, let me gather my thoughts. If a good player plays this game and gives some ideas for balancing, that person's been playing the game for like thousands of hours. They know how the game is played. They know every inch of it, and then they come in and be like, "Let's give an idea out for balancing for this guy because this seems a bit overpowered." That's probably the best thing you can do instead of someone who doesn't know much about the game, because
Mm,
then if you take their idea might mess up the game a bit more. And I'm not saying like don't take noob ideas. Sure, take noob ideas. Just don't take them and instantly implement
uh,
them. Don't implement any ideas instantly, but like look at them and like kind of like yeah, but take like experienced players feedback because they've been playing the game for this long means they know how the game is played and knows an easier way to balance it. And even if it doesn't turn out to be balancing, at least it was one step closer to making the game a bit more balanced. And I don't know much about balancing, but I know kind of how this would work. Take the ideas of the community who's been playing the game for so many hours, because well,
I mean, it's obvious. Just to just to quit this conversation because I don't want to be too much toxic and drag in the discussion. Can you hear me, or my
yeah.
connection is
No, I can hear
fucked?
you. I can hear you.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Sorry.
Oh, because my connection was a bit laggy. Sorry. I just want to talk about this last thing and hear your thought. Um, so I was saying before that they are just doing marketing, also for the things you just said, and the last proof that they are just doing marketing and there is someone that just pay them and they are just working on something and whatever, and then this work will end eventually and the project is finished and everyone just moves on in life and Monster Hunter will be something that no one even remember. The last proof of this concept I have in my mind is that when we were good guys that told them ideas and that told them everything is okay, that the game plays well, etc., they were just happy, okay, and replying to them, to us, etc., etc. When we started to criticize them, they took them personally, and since they're just going to make money with this game and not an actual game with game health and a good community, they just censored us. They just banned us because we were screaming, please, developer, listen to us. Please. And we were typing in on Steam everywhere, the game is going to die. That was like a really shaking up Junkfish to told them, please listen to us, listen to our feedback. Don't do these things without even asking and random things like adding blur or stupid things like that. And they just completely censored us, completely banned us because we were not good anymore for their wallet. This is the explanation. They can say, you have three warrants, you have this, you have that. Because in the private chat, we do not have these warrants. So those were silent warrants, just done from the community manager to keep it to the point where they could ban us. And this will make you laugh. No one ever with the three warrants has getting banned from Twitter, Steam, Discord, and every platform. Just us.
So
Just the guys that were giving feedbacks.
so the people giving feedback are getting banned.
Banned from all platforms.
Oh my gosh.
And this is just screaming, hey guys, we don't listen to you
Yeah.
because we are want just to make money with this. So if you don't like the game, please shut up on Steam, shut up on Discord, shut up on Twitter. We don't want to hear
We don't want to hear
anything
your
more from you.
feedback. We don't
Bye.
want to hear your problems with this game. We see this game as
No, 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 no,
perfect.
no.
We don't want to hear.
They even blocked us. The whole team blocked our or a private message. So I can even like text to the community manager to appeal to the ban to tell them, hey, why you banned me? They all blocked us. So
Sure, they're gonna get some money off of
I
this
want to
game,
know
obviously.
what you think.
Sure, they're gonna get some money off of this game, obviously, because that's how it works. They're obviously gonna still get game from the people who actually like this game. But as for in comparison to DVD and VHS, well, actually not VHS, actually, because it's free to play. But DVD and basically every other game, they're not gonna get a lot of that. They're not gonna get a lot of money off of the game's, well, life. Because people are gonna obviously look at this game and go, I might want to check the reviews before I actually buy the
Yeah.
game. And then they're gonna see the reviews, which everybody who's played the game, seeing all its problems, will go, don't buy this game. It's not fun. It's not worth your time. It's not worth the penny, right? Like, look at Poppy Playtime. It was originally good at the start, but then people started having problems after they figured out what the fuck Mob Games did behind the scenes. They were pretty much that's where the game like started going downhill, because that's where that came from. And hell, I mean, it doesn't still happen now. I mean, Poppy Playtime Chapter 1 is still free now, but overall, it's not gonna last. Your revenue of money that you get from a game ain't gonna last. Unlike Dead by Daylight, which is like still getting billions of reviews every single day, obviously, compared to like
Yeah.
other games. Cause I mean, everybody knows the game, and everybody like, and in the like, if you go to the Steam reviews, which I'm actually just gonna pop up Steam reviews just because. Go to store page. Yeah. Recent reviews and all reviews very positive. Now, if I go to my library, because I have Poppy Playtime, because it's free, if I go to a store page, okay, never mind. Poppy Playtime is actually positive. Shit. Let me just go to the store and let me find all
Yeah,
games
you
to
can
see.
go.
But basically,
You
you
can go
can.
like on all key shop to see the average score of Monster 2.
I can probably
It's
like.
6.1.
They can. Yeah, basically, if you go to Steam and you find something that has like mostly negative, I think I remember looking at a game that was mostly negative because I found it, uh, mostly negative. But basically, that's what Monster 2 is gonna look like. I mean, if I go to actually hell, if I go to Monster 2 right now,
It should be 6.1. Yeah.
okay, well, no, I just did something else. No, shit, hang on. Okay, no, not that. Monster 2. Monster 2 is mixed, not positive, not negative. It's mixed. Some people are liking the game and some people are not liking the game. But with all these patch notes, like if I go down to the negative shit, like there's like I'm seeing sometimes, yes. Hell, one of my friends actually did a thumbs up, but some of them were like, we all got banned and blocked from all platforms, Discord, Steam, etc., because we're not happy with their change of mind. The community provided feedback and they banned us. Even some guys that asked for Oceanic servers to play
Yeah.
from Australia
That's my
were
words.
banned and blocked. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my feedback.
That was your
What I
feedback?
wrote.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, wait 1 second.
No, just another person by Seraph
Chiudi
Pit.
so
But yeah. And now, sure, there's positive things, but like there's also yeah, like right here, a person by the name I'm not gonna say the name actually. Two reasons, two main reasons I'm having a negative review. Oh, hello.
Hey,
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
here. Sorry,
Sorry,
my
I heard
mother
your voice.
came. Yeah.
The devs are censoring people on outlets who express negativity. Loyal users like Milordo and Sheriff Pitt have expressed criticism and disappointed over 0.9.3. Keep in mind these people are the most loyal fans of the game and have supported it from the beginning. Now they're expressing negativity on the update and they just got banned off of Steam, forums, Discord, Reddit, and blocked on Twitter. Even informing the Discord server to never speak of them again. Basically, if this is the same, actually wait, let me think of this. Oh right, this is the exact same problem DBD had a bit ago. I wasn't there. I wasn't a DBD fan when that happened, but I heard that somebody expressed criticism of the game, and they lost a shirt
Yeah.
from
Go
their
on, say.
inventory.
Yeah.
No, don't do this, guys. You will kill your game. And even like some people are like, the first game is better. This could have been an amazing sequel to the first, but they ruined it with the DBD theme. Multiplayer could have worked, but they focused on single. But they should have worked on the single player mode first. There's so much potential. I'm very. There are many are disappointed, Junkfish. If you censor the people who are giving negativity, you will kill your game. By far. You guys. I'm sorry, but by far, you guys are the one killing the game. We're not the one killing the game. We're the ones actually giving things. Like, people who are actually, like, supported the game from the start gave you a little bit of feedback. A little bit of negativity, yes, but that's how games work. They send you feedback, and you shoot them. You shoot them dead.
Yeah. This is.
It's like if somebody came around and was like, hey, come take a... And then they pull out a shotgun and fucking blast you to death.
Exactly.
You legit... We're the ones killing the game, buddy. Junkfish, listen to me.
I mean,
We're not the problem here. Like, I understand you want to keep your game happy. You want your game to be good. You want your game to be successful. But refusing to listen to us is not what's going to let your game live. Your game is going to die if you do that. Because we express negativity because we're saying what's not good with the game, what will not work with your game. If you do that, people are going to come by and not like your game. If you guys continue with your path, I guarantee you that mixed result will go to negative. Those mixed reviews will go to negative. That's what's going to happen. I'm sorry, Junkfish, but you gotta listen to us. If you want your games to survive, this is what you gotta do. And I know, I'm no coder. I don't code games. I don't make a game. I want to make a game, but I don't make games. You guys have made a first game, which, look what you guys did there. You guys succeeded with that. Because you took at least some inspiration. You took inspiration. You had an original theme
there
there.
was.
You had original
There
theme
was.
there. Sorry. You had an original theme there with, oh, you're on a boat, looking around, trying to escape a monster that, if you get caught, you die. There's no saving. A cat and mouse. A lot of people looked at it and were, like, amazed. Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie. I don't even know if Jacksepticeye played the game, but I'm just gonna pull his name out there. Anyways, they played your game. They gave it light. I haven't seen, like... If you do not... And that had originality. But then you took this game, and yes, it had originality, but it had the DVD feel, yes. And that kind of soured it a bit. But people were still there. You started adding update after update, and then... Bam. You nerfed the Malachizm to the floor. You added a tear radius. You basically removed fall damage. You're turning into DBD, that's not a good idea. If you continue with this DBD trend, I'm sorry, but your game is not going to be the next DBD. I'm sorry, bro. They've got it covered. They know how to do this. Your game is not going to be the next DVD. Your game is not going to be the next VHS. You gotta have originality. If you do not have originality, I'm sorry, but your game's gonna die. If you do not take our feedback, your game is gonna die. I'm sorry, but like, say I make a game, right? And I completely ignore everybody. That same thing is gonna happen to me. I'm not saying I'm special. I don't have the special touch. Nobody has a special touch. Take a look at Monsters Immortals, and I'm bringing this up again. The devs have been out of touch of our problems. And just, that's what's causing their game to die. If you listen to us, your game will survive. I guarantee you that. Ugh. I went into that real fucking deep. Holy shit.
Because you care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if
it's bad.
I'm gonna legit post this to the Discord. I ask that everybody watch it. I'm gonna ask everybody who watches my videos to send this video all the way around. Send this video everywhere. Twitter, Reddit, everywhere. Steam, everywhere. Make sure these developers see this. If we want a chance to make sure Monstrum 2 survives and thrives, because I'm a Monstrum fan. My first videos were Monstrum. My first videos on my YouTube, other than the crappy ones I did like back in 2019, the Monstrum videos I did were out of love for the series. I loved Monstrum. I still love Monstrum. And just the fact, we want this game to survive. We're not trying to, out of malice, tell you your game sucks. That's not what we're doing. You really think someone who came by, gave like, on the table, thousands of dollars to support your game, supporting your game by sending it out like, hey guys, take a look at this new game. And then immediately, when after a bit, they start saying negativity about the game. That's not out of them trying to say your game sucks. It's them saying your game is good, but we got a few problems, and we would like to be. Your game is amazing. We do, however, have a few problems, and we would like to address them to hopefully level it out, like make the game a better game. They're not trying to hurt your game, Junkfish. We're giving you inspiration. We're trying to help you out. This is what a bunch of community games. This is why a lot of games they listen to the community. I'm sorry, Junkfish, but you gotta listen to us.
Yeah, let's end it here.
Okay. Thank you guys for watching. I'm probably gonna get banned upon posting this on Discord, but really, I do not care. I'm gonna be sending this video first to everybody on the Discord, and I'm gonna ask that they constantly repost it. I don't care if it takes a fucking army, but I please ask that everybody who are watching this video to constantly post this. Because I'm sorry, but the devs need to hear this, because they've got their headphones in. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. That Jig-Eye out. And Pit. Say goodbye, Pit.
Have fun.